You say you want to be very hot for the ladies. Now here's your chance to be hot. Oh, poor Hilda too. Now she's gonna be very extremely hot in sex that night.
Thank you.
Part 1. White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness. Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the red wolves are back on the prowl.
You see 5,000 gold from the Church of Ceros.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village.
They do? Shut up.
Something's happening there. We must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us.
Well, since you're offering, that'll be nice of you.
Professor! A bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
As you see, I never leave school property or anything that's school related without my daddy.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
Oh my god, heartburn. Ow, ow.
Hey, what's wrong?
I just got a little, I just got a little dizzy.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Got it, Dad.
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
Interesting.
I see.
Oh,
So you'll be staying here for some time then?
plot.
Honestly, I'm surprised. I've heard it's been a few years since you last donated to the church.
That was merely because of the financial situation of my territory. I assure you it has nothing to do with my dedication to the church.
Oh, he's the one that we read about the donation thingamajiggy. He stopped it.
By the way, Dimitri, isn't Edelgard currently enrolled at the Officers' Academy as well?
Yes, she's in the Black Eagle House. I don't believe she has any plans to leave anytime soon. Why not pay her a visit?
I may do just that. It's nice to stay in touch with my dear niece every now and then.
Oh, so she's your niece.
Of course, I'm also delighted that I was able to speak with my nephew as well. Whether through marriage or otherwise, family is family after all.
Of course. The feeling is mutual. Professor, if you were watching, you should have made your presence known.
Who was that? I prefer to be a ninja.
That was Lord Arundel, the regent for the Empire. He is also Edelgard's uncle.
Call you his nephew.
My stepmother was his younger sister. We are not related by blood, but he is technically my uncle.
In other words...
Yes. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Edelgard and I are siblings by marriage. We can delve into that topic another time. For now, let's make preparations to investigate what's happening in that village.
Oh dear, the princess of the Empire and the kingdom's prince are kin. How very odd.
You know, I always like that, something about silent character having some sort of magical thing that talks about their dot always intrigues me. I find it odd as well.
They likely harbor knowledge they do not wish to share. Oh yes, I'm sure of it. But I suppose we must wait until the time of truth arrives. In any case, about this Arundel. You've heard that name before, correct?
The library?
Quite true. We came across that name within the library, right where the prince had been. I thought that Arundel had died, and yet, not so. He seems alive and well.
You know, I need to go back and check it out. Did they mention about Arundel dying or something like that? If true, then yes, something is up.
I wonder what the prince had hoped to learn from reading of his uncle's charity. So many things the prince has yet to tell. How bothersome.
You know what would be really cool? An anime so we could actually see how Byleth interacts with Solthis. That would be really cool. Oh, it's my birthday! I got a gift from Dimitri in a letter. Blue line brooch. Linhardt's birthday. A flower for now. I don't have the time right now. I just want to get this through. Take some rest.
For the two of us?
Yeah. Sleep for a bit. Before I start recording.
We did well enough.
Recover my throat. Because I just finished recording the last video. I'm kind of super dry in the throat department.
I've deepened my understanding.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
As long as it makes me stronger.
Looks like I'm getting it.
I've still got room to grow.
Perfect. See what we have for battle today. Okay, yes, I need this because they have that one item that would definitely help me. Another one. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm kind of over leveled, so that video is gonna be like just one video long, unless I could save it for later. It's time for me to venture off to something new. Oh, Dimitri the dude has support.
He's always with that man from Dusker. How strange.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor. That's how those scoundrels from Dusker operate.
What a pleasant conversation you seem to be having. May I join? Please, continue.
Oh, Your Highness, I was just...
I said continue.
I'm sorry, Your Highness!
Oh, that's what you get for bad mouthing to do.
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Fargus for now.
It must appear strange to them, to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you, Dudu?
Of course not. However...
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
That does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about my feelings, but yours. As far as I'm concerned, those fools can talk nonsense until their tongues fall out.
I am afraid I cannot agree. But if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Duscur. I saw that, knew it beyond a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent the massacre that followed. Nor could I clear away the dishonor of regicide that has unjustly clung to you and your people. I will not rest until I make up for that. I owe you, just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
Spirits?
I do consider Fargus to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death. You risked your life to save a foreigner you had never met. The moment you extended your hand, I decided that only for your sake would I live the remainder of my life, and I would cast it aside in an instant if my death were to your benefit. For that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still many in the kingdom who despise the people of Duscur. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
To do.
Your Highness?
Do you really believe I care one bit about the chatter of the ignorant?
Of course not. Please forgive my impudence.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me. If you wish it so, you may continue to think of yourself as my vassal. I clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
Your Highness.
Alright, level B. And, oh, really?
Let me get this straight. The stars aren't moving, but the ground we stand on is?
Yep, we're on a big round thing that's always spinning. And that's why the stars seem to move through the sky.
I tend to forget that this is kind of like medieval time where we all believe the Earth is flat.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true.
I admit I'm having a difficult time wrapping my head around it. How is it you know these things anyway? If you were a noble, it would make sense that you'd have a formal education on all of this.
In the village where I was born, there were people who studied the stars. They taught me.
A village of stargazing folk, huh? Do tell. I've never heard of such a place.
It's a very well hidden village. It was a small settlement deep in the forest, where no one ever bothered us. I was born there, grew up there, but when I got older, I felt like I needed to see the world. I couldn't live my whole life in one place, you know? So I struck out on my own.
I always knew you were an odd little bird, but your birthplace makes you a rare little bird.
Yeah, well, pretty soon after leaving her nest, this rare little bird was put in a cage. I thought it might be some kind of punishment for leaving the forest.
What the hell? You think that because you wanted to live your life, you'd be punished? That's ridiculous. Look at this objectively. Was it punishment? Or was it just plain bad luck? There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the world and expand your horizons. Take me. Had I never left that gutter I call home, I'd have gone my whole life never learning how to look at the stars.
Yeah. I left my village because I thought I'd find a better life beyond the forest. Now, I'm not so sure.
Regret is pointless. What matters is how we live right here, right now. You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to return back home?
I could say no, but I'd be lying. I've been feeling homesick lately. Nothing happened there, for better or worse. There wasn't much to be scared of. Everyone said the outside world was dangerous, that beyond the forest, all we'd find was an early grave. That wasn't exactly true, but my life was for sure easier when I lived there. I used to spend my days fishing, hunting for pretty flowers, running around for no reason.
A rare occurrence indeed.
What is?
Seeing you smile in that way. You're always so, I don't know, neutral?
That's not true. I smile when there's something to smile about. It's strange though. When I'm talking to you, I can't help but let my guard down. I don't like to discuss where I came from,
But with you, I feel like I can open up. You know, I've been thinking a lot about my mom and dad lately. I wonder, are they even alive?
Oh no, Yuri knows something. It's a real bummer. Yuri had something to do with her parents. Alright, let's go explore. What says you, Sophus?
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy and a bit... It is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same? And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago. I simply cannot fathom it.
Friendship at the cost of education. Oh, well. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to buff myself up for this quest because those kids, nah. I was not gonna do my tricks to form. They're still over there, so okay, that's good. I think the battle is like worth a lot.
You know, Professor, the tournament fish and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance?
Ah, Felix, teasing me.
I have a request.
My father has been curious about your competence as fighter, blah blah blah. Mock battle, this is gonna be something you have to do during the battle. During what are your free times when you decide to train. Now this is a mini fetch quest.
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
Ah, what's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No. We need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now. I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
Catherine and Shamir seem to want a 2-tone wheat stone.
Hey you, do me a favor.
Give it to me, now Shamir, got it. Accepted. Now you gotta find this...
Of the 4...
You gotta find this 2-stone wheat
I have
stone.
a favor to ask.
You have to think, you find it, give it to me, not Catherine. Understood? Understood, fine. And to get this quest started, you want to get whatever this is. You got the Book of Crystology Mysteries. The Book of Mysteries. And now you want to give this Mystery of the Emblem book to this
Professor,
guy.
What have you got there? That's... my goodness, that is just what I've been looking for. I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
Okay.
I am in your debt, Professor.
Okay, Crystology Mysteries, and we got a Genealogy of the Holy War. Then you give Genealogy to this woman.
Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there, isn't that... Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return.
Okay.
Fantastic! Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
And now you trade Genealogy for Blazing Blade.
Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it?
Yes.
Thanks, Professor. This is great.
Now we gave him Blazing Blade for a Sacred Stone. Then you go to Mercedes, who's right here.
Professor, what's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this?
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
Yeah, now you gave away the sacred stone for the Path of Radiance Dawn.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there.
What, the Path of Radiance Dawn?
If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this?
That's sharp.
Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
Sure, you now gave the Path of Radiance Dawn, and she'll give you Awakening. Hey, wake up. I got something for you.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself. Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds good, right?
Okay.
Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
And now you gave him Awakening for Birthright / Conquest. I wonder if the stone is actually bright and blue, white and black. Yeah, that's the color, white and black. Red and purple, to be more precise. But it always goes with a white and black. So now you want to choose. Do you want to side with Birthright or do you want to side with Conquest? Choose. Do you want to go with Hoshido or do you want to go with Nyor? Me, myself, I'm a Nyor person. Because I actually do like the girl, and actually no, there's...
You brought it, Professor?
How? Give it.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I asked first.
I had to pick
Why
one
don't
of
we
this
let
out
the
loud.
professor decide?
Well, technically, character that I like is in Birthright, but for the sake of gameplay wise, I'm going with Conquest.
Her? What a letdown.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I would deeply appreciate it if you would promise to keep my association with Edelgard to yourself. It is a complicated history, what she and I share.
Professor, tell me, is this about Remire? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear, and the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
I think it's some kind of illness.
If it were indeed a disease, why would it only affect the villagers and not infect the knights stationed there?
What was the other question? Because I tried this conspiracy, but you didn't get your bonus up for that.
All this month, His Highness has been going out late into the night. He will not speak of it to me. Professor, do you happen to know anything?
As I recall...
Lord Arundel is here? That may well explain it. His Highness's headaches have been growing steadily worse. I would prefer that he retire to bed early.
Yeah, he's not listening to me.
I'm worried about Remire. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal.
I heard it's not an ordinary, I heard it's a book perspective.
Then what could it be?
I knew. You just have to figure out soon. Hello, Flame.
I am so happy to be part of your class, Professor. I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this. It reminds me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now.
How long ago?
Oh, I mean very, 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 very long ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. I don't answer no question.
The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He better come back soon.
Hopefully he'll come back sooner than later. I hope. I forgot, there's a request.
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all-important figures in the teachings of Seiros. Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlin.
I have something to ask of you.
Many students disappeared recently. Learn permanently. Please inform me quickly and discreetly. Discreetly.
Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
I don't think it's cold I'm worried about. Oh yeah, there's another request here.
I could use your help.
Perhaps your love letter to her position. Can't help I feel. Please take it to someone in that position. Now, who would want a cavalry? Oh, flame. Oh, alright. Here's the thing. The missing student poster. Torn poster soliciting information on the missing student. It said the student disappeared a few nights ago.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
I do not.
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work. This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garrigmach, to Remire Village. It was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
Okay, good. That's very nice, but I got stuff for you. I got something for you. Here, have this reverent love letter.
I appreciate.
Of course you do. I'm out of here. I did my job.
Maybe.
What are you doing here?
I wonder how Remire Village is faring. Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus. It even hit the capital city, taking the Queen Consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar over that loss. The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman, the fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
Keep your hormones down a pinch. I feel like all of this talk about holy women is now making me very uneasy.
Well done. You have my thanks.
So, in this case for you'll tell me if you know anything more. Got it. I did your job.
Impressive. Thanks.
She says that you're unworthy. You're very unworthy. She has no time for peasants like you. One more DLC question. This is worth 700 renown points.
Do you have time for...
Professor, you've been getting along really well, almost too well, with all the students lately. Friendship between teachers and students is wholly unacceptable. We will hear you defend your action in the tournament. So basically you want to beat me up because I'm buddy-buddy with students. How rude. How rude. I aim to become the greatest professor they ever lived. That has ever lived. Unfortunately, this term is super hard, stupidly hard, because some guy has a freaking armor in the first round and someone is really stronger than me. So you know what? This is where all these drugs here that I've been saving up actually comes to play. In that case, I just eat all of it and make myself super buff, and basically allows me to one hit, one shot everything in this game now. See, I already done this earlier and just going back to this previous file to get everything that I haven't shown yet for this video. So I need to go back to my other file so we can start the quest. But just know that I done the DLC quest and now I'm just stupidly overpowered. I'll see you in a bit.
Your Highness, I have a little favor to ask of you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me about my father. I imagine he was a very different man at home than he was at work.
Ah, so you wish to hear about the Gustav that I knew. As you know, he was a knight who served the royal family since my grandfather's reign. To me, he was a teacher of martial arts and tactics. He was someone I depended on since I was a small child. But he was also a very stern and strict instructor.
That doesn't surprise me. He was much the same at home. He'd chide us if we made mistakes, whether it was with cooking or even how we spoke.
Is that so? Funny. I suppose in front of his family he felt the need to demonstrate proper etiquette.
Wait, are you saying that's not how he was around you?
Even all these years later, there's something I recall with perfect clarity. It happened in the autumn of my 11th year. Before the break of dawn, he woke me suddenly. Said he'd heard a disturbance and had me grab my bow. Then he sent me and a fellow pupil loose on a dark mountain. Our only directive was to go catch a deer. As you well know, autumn in the capital is very cold. Now, imagine being up on the mountain at night with no idea what might jump out from the shadows. That, in a nutshell, is the Gustav I knew.
I can hardly imagine that. He was completely different with me.
I recall one other defining detail. He used to speak of you at every possible opportunity.
Really? What would he say about me?
Are you sure you want to know? There's one story he used to tell from when you were very small.
No, stop! It's probably too embarrassing to bear. Is it?
Perhaps.
Look, I'll promise to forget the stories he told me about you if you return the favor. Deal?
Yes, that seems the only thing to do. It's a promise.
Another day, another training session, I see. You're quite dedicated. And practicing with the sword today. You weren't any good with it when you were little, as I recall.
And who told you that?
Lord Rodrigue mentioned it to me. He said you used to swing your sword so hard that you'd break it.
That was ages ago. I've had plenty of time to improve since then. Now I count swordplay as one of my specialties. Care to see for yourself?
Well, I can't just take your word for it, can I? Let's see what you've got. Well, I'm impressed. You're better than I expected.
I could say the same of you. I suppose we students still have much to learn.
No need for false modesty. We fought as equals just now. You're strong, and your form is excellent. You're clearly an experienced fighter. But you're greedy. You can't be so impatient to win. It'll come at a grave cost.
Greedy? I see. I'll take that note to heart. You have my thanks for the instruction.
Ah, it returns. The formality, the stiffness. Anyway, after we're through here, I might head into town for some food. Care to join me?
I appreciate the invitation, but I have certain duties I must attend to this evening.
Of course you do. Never mind about my plans then.
I thought you'd say that. You have the same sense of responsibility as I do.
You think so? I didn't want to push you to join me. We can just do it another day. I'll confess, I'm taking a shine to you. I'd like to talk to you more.
I would like that as well. Ever since I saw you wielding a sword all those years ago, I've been following in your footsteps. To be able to stand with you and cross swords is quite a...
Hey, slow down. Where did all this come from? You're embarrassing me. That's enough chatter for now anyway. Let's get back to sparring, this time with lances. I won't hold back. Show me what you can do.
Right. Prepare yourself.
What's all this? Ha! I knew it! Would you look at that? It's gold! Some poor sap just left it here for me to find. Ha! I'll be taking this then.
You think the whole world is your collection jar. Unbelievable.
Sorry about that. Look, I feel awful. Please don't twist up your face like you're suppressing a disappointed sigh. How about I use this gold to buy you something nice? A sweet treat, perhaps? Yeah?
I don't eat contraband sweets. Are you trying to get me locked up again? Give back the money or don't. It's none of my business. Either way, keep me out of it.
As you wish, milady. Straight to the fun fund it goes. Drinks don't buy themselves, unfortunately.
That might make for a fun night or two. But what about all the money you owe? If you're going to keep this, you should apply it to your debts before a bounty hunter gets a hold of you.
This gold wouldn't even make a dent. It's chump change. Better to drink it than waste it. In any case, when I'm dead, I'm dead. When that happens, none of this will matter anymore. I'm not gonna worry about what I can't control. I've got better uses for this gold in the meantime.
I don't understand how you can be so reckless. It's as though you want to get killed. Meanwhile, if I lose control for even a moment, monsters will eat me for dinner.
Hearing you say that so casually feels like a bad omen. It's unsettling, that's for sure.
Sorry, is that too morbid for you? You just told me when I'm dead, I'm dead.
And it's true. For me, not for you.
And why is that?
Because all of this mess I'm drowning in is my own fault. Every bit of it. You can't say the same. I'm in trouble because I borrowed, drank, and fought too much. All my own choices. That means it's on me to take responsibility and accept the inevitable outcome.
So, since it's in my control to keep the size at bay, I don't get to relax ever?
Not quite. I'm saying that it isn't your fault, so you shouldn't have to bear that burden alone.
That's a nice sentiment, but people are hardly lining up to share this burden with me. Talk is cheap. Everyone knows it's all over the instant I sigh.
Huh. I have a habit of not saying the right thing to her. Not much I can do about... Hey! It's more gold! Go ahead and join your buddies in my pocket, pal.
Alright, and we are back. And right now we are going to take on this month's mission, which is the Remire Calamity, a pattern of strange occurrence in Remire Village. Remire Village, I forgot to pronounce Remire, has suddenly erupted into something far more serious. Let's do this.
We've got to go. Now.
Oh. Okay.
The situation in Remire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other. Some say houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
Kill! Kill!
I cannot help but not take that part seriously. But the faces are super creepy. Like, yeah. Do we really have that much vein in the cheek area?
Help! Somebody please help!
What's going on here?
Are you okay, Demi? That's a good nickname. Demi. Demi. Demi, Demi, Demi. Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me. Saving the villagers is far more important. We haven't a moment to lose.
What can we do amid such confusion?
We'll have to take up arms against the villagers who are rampaging. If we strike carefully, it should be possible to spare their lives.
Oh dear. Isn't there a more peaceful way to deal with this?
No!
No matter how long it takes, we'll need to check and rescue them all, one at a time.
Those who have gone mad may be victims themselves. Is it possible to save them?
Well, saving the poor people who aren't crazy is definitely our top priority. Let's get on with it.
Slow down, Annette. It won't do anyone any good if we panic and get injured ourselves.
Isn't that...
Is what?
Your Highness, suspicious figures spotted in the village. They seem to be watching the chaos.
Chaos!
Are they the ones responsible for this madness? If so, it's clear what must be done. Kill them all. Don't let a single one of them escape.
Sever their limbs and crush their wicked skulls!
That's what I've been saying! I mean, what? Dimitri, chill! Just chill! Okay, so let's grab all of the Leones Azul. And I'm going to take a Lysithia with me, because I can. It's funny because right now it looks super grayish outside. Looks like there was going to be a lot of clouds just blocking the way, and yet Constant is still mopey face. Alright, who needs experience points? Let's take Hilda with us. Okay, what are we dealing here? Hell. Here! What are we dealing here? You have 3 villagers here. It's obviously not suspicious Thomas, or Tomas as they say it here. He's probably not the bad guy here. He's probably just trapped because these 3 are blocking him. There's a treasure chest here. There's 2 villagers here. There's all these crazy people ready to attack us. So here's what I'm gonna do. By the power of your lock touch, you're gonna go over here. The mage can start from here. Should we have you in front here? I think we. I think that should be set good. What about the weapon? Are we good in the weapon department? No, because we don't need this. No, because you don't have your stupid critical hit thingamajiggy. Where's your critical? Give me that. Okay, we are set and let's do this. Rock the enemy! Link or Demi, or I need to get used to saying that, Demi. Or Gerald falls in battle.
There are some suspicious looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Save the villagers that are being attacked by rampaging villagers. Clear phase. Alright, let's do this. What we got here? Giant shell. I'll take that. Die, Picasso.
Kill. Kill.
Murder. Quickly move here because I need to get their dirt too. These 4 needs the experience points, or at least these 3 mostly. I'll go. That was fast.
Nice try.
Rescue you, buddy! I forgot to repair that stupid spear. As long as it doesn't break this chapter.
Thank you.
Get out of here. Cannot reach that far yet. Although I can also just go here. Go to rally you to be even more broken. And I'll just come here and murder you. Rally for support.
That helps.
We're gonna have to be careful with these guys. I don't want any of you guys to die. So far, there's no chance of them critical hitting. That's good. Patty, don't kill them that easy. The mage is gonna have a lot of things healing to do. Fudge! Well, you know, that just killed one potential experience points people. Experience, he got rid of experience points. Weak. I'm glad you avoided that, soldier guy. Run! Oh my gosh, really? I was saving that for a net. Gonna use it for a net. I don't feel like killing you, man.
One giving orders to the others. Isn't that Tomas, the librarian?
Why, it is! What a shocking surprise! First off, piss off! What I meant to do is see we could, we could javelin this. But meanwhile, Sylvain's gonna be suffer from burns. Too many burns degree. You say you want to be very hot for the ladies. Now here's your chance to be hot. Oh, poor Hilda too. Now she's gonna be very extremely hot in sex that night.
Thank you.
I don't know where I was going with that train of thoughts.
Too slow.
Wing grid at 25. Holy snap, that's a good level up. I think it's everything except for the magic points, which I seriously she did not need. So it's good. Alright, this...
Tomas, what are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all.
That was all crazy people
What's the
say.
matter? So shocked you can't even speak. You were so easily fooled by my disguise. I was hiding away in Garrick Mach to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
Defeat the enemy commander. Fire!
I'll have a bit of fun here too.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Okay, at this point we kind of need Mercedes to go a little bit more downward. Especially against that guy that is going to be trapped. Go, Mr. Soldier! Poke him! Poke him! Ah, Mercedes is going to be in trouble right now. Well, he tried. He tried his best.
Thank you.
And one down. Still got like 3 more to go. Especially that guy who cannot move that that far. Okay, well, your funeral.
Thank you.
Suffer death, guy. Tear out their limbs and sever their skulls, Dimitri. That's what you tell us that, right? You tell us to like behead them and break out the limbs. Oh my gosh, I'm just reminded of Justice League Apocalypse. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. That thing is super dark. Holy 78. Bolt of lightning!
Can't afford to lose.
Yeah, she's super petty, super small, but she's super buff to be holding that stupid sword. I mean axe. It's an axe, Mom. I know my weapons. Shut up! Did I use Sulta's shield? No, so why? What is preventing me from using Sulta's shield? Why can I not use Sulta's shield?
Well done.
Weird. At this point, we don't need to attack the thing. Oh my gosh, days are coming. God damn it! I work hard to keep you guys safe. Seriously, you guys just don't. Gosh.
Thanks.
You see, I cannot go over there and hit that fool without using a freaking hand axe, which I don't want to use. I want to attack in close combat.
Threat eliminated. The better to serve His Highness.
How about dismounting? Can you go farther? Oh, well, you know, you can. Wow. I'm just wondering, is it built to scale? I can see that this house. Huh? How big do they make the stairs? I'm assuming it's not that big of stairs. But I'm digressing. I digress. Let's just.
Gonna need you to move. Thank you.
Just as long as stay away from this thing. Flame Emperor Soldier.
That's how it goes.
Ah, I can still move away. No. Just in case, better have Dimitri stand next to me.
Saw it coming.
Okay. More of these jerks. Alright, move Felix over there.
You are but a savage, insignificant beast. Yet you think you can kill me?
You won't be able to murder me. Behold, death. They're like, yes, yes, death, death, death. So says his cheerleaders. Okay, first things first. Suffer. I think I just have to make you kill the archer and that'll be it.
I must steel myself.
Alright, still forgot that I need you to open the treasure chest. I was coming over here, it's a waste of time. Of course you won't. Oh, an actual movement that fits with the wind. Just doing a freaking one-handed Sonic Boom. No wait, Sonic Boom is out to in, not into out. Whatever. God damn it. Just hit. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've rescued as many as we can. Now it's time to capture Solon.
That's so smug about it. Yeah, now let's go capture Solon. What happened? Not me. I'm gonna stop my dad from moving here. And that's right. Oh my gosh, you healed yourself.
Saw that coming. Too reckless.
Level 26.
Getting stronger. I can feel it.
Line of lances, attack!
You are not the one I crave.
Crave this. Eat spikes.
My blade craves their flesh. The weak will eventually die.
Alright, they said they grew to level 21.
There's still a long way to go.
Wrong strength to boost your thing up.
Let him get away. That doesn't matter now. Our top priority is to kill Solon.
Sure, buddy. Oh. This guy hasn't been attacked yet. I forgot about him. Horse Slayer! I might as well. You know, I haven't used me in a while. I'll go with a steel axe.
Ah, the cursed Fellstar. This will be a fine opportunity to measure your power.
So what now? Your fell face!
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
God damn it, he escaped.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
I will survey the village. There may still be some survivors.
You save all the villagers. Receive extra large bulletin. An event seal. And yeah. Ready? Stage completo! MVP was Sylvain because he did all the saving the village. All of them must be women dressing up as guys. As male villagers. You could sense it.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Remire Village.
Screw you, Solon.
There you are.
Also screw you, Flame Emperor. We just finished beating up your cronies.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes. I believe you have met my subordinate, the Death Knight.
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
What?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that? With the sword of the Creator on our side, Solon would not be a threat.
So I will not join your cause. I must refuse, you jerk.
Pity, though not unexpected.
It's kind of, how do I say it? It gives me a bad feel when you say, yes, I'm joining his cause, but we're not fighting for the same cause. It's like, I saw the voice actor Claude streaming. What he said about the definition of teaming up is what I would say right now as well. And this was like after I actually played through this part of the story in another route.
Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen His Highness?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it! He's gone.
You know, I never seen the Flame Emperor Dimitri in the same place at the same time. Could it be that the Flame Emperor is Dimitri? Fudge!
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
How so?
You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire Village. And you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once.
It's thanks to the students.
Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
Wasn't I born after you left the monastery?
I've put my foot in my mouth, haven't I? Though I suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Just what was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery. I wonder what is hiding in the mist that is your past.
Professor, I'm sorry you saw that side of me in the village. It must have been quite a shock to you and the others. I'm mortified by my behavior. When I saw the chaos and violence there, my mind just went completely dark.
Dimitri, you weren't yourself, alright? Don't worry about it. Tone down the violence.
I see why you would say that. I always strive to keep my emotions at bay, but sometimes the darkness takes hold and it's impossible to suppress. It just shows you how lacking I am. I have much to learn. I've told you before that someday we may find ourselves facing something we simply cannot accept. That's what the chaos in Remire Village was to me. Solon and the Flame Emperor are both beasts who must be eliminated. Demons who kill the innocent. They aren't even human at this point.
The Flame Emperor said he wasn't involved.
And you believed him? He doesn't deserve our forgiveness.
No, I'm just sending you the message.
He became an accomplice when he refused to turn himself in and return with us to the monastery. You see, Professor, I saw the same flames of torment just 4 years ago. In Dusker.
The tragedy of Dusker?
Please, have mercy!
Holy jeez.
The pain!
burning stop! Help me! Somebody! Avenge us! Those who killed us! Tear them apart! Destroy them all!
Well, chill, Dimitri, chill. Calm down.
My father, my stepmother, 4 years ago, they lost their lives to those flames. I'll never forget. I still remember their faces, their screams, the tortured last moments of every person who died that day. But right now, all that matters is that we do whatever we can to help the surviving villagers get back to their normal lives. Thank you for everything.
No problem, buddy.
There's a reason that I came to the Officers' Academy. Just one reason.
So you could get therapy?
I came here for revenge. And one day, I will have it.
God damn it, that's not a good therapy. God damn it, oh no, he's falling off the knockers.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage.
It's your fault for not sensing his shadiness in the first place.
I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic! Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Who are these villains?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish?
May I suggest, imposter, real Tomas died, imposter took over, end of story. Let's check out the Monica girl while at it. I don't have a good feeling about her.
Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
Without knowing what their objective is, we cannot afford to act recklessly. The Knights will investigate. For now, you and your class should focus on your training. That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
What a coincidence! I have an imaginary friend named Sothis. I mean, what?
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Forget what I said.
I see. In that case, farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
I don't know, it seems like you might be more than just my imaginary friend that keep talking in my head. You're the only thing that keeps me sane right now as just a silent protagonist. But no, I just don't know, Sothis. I just don't know. Who are you? Why is Dimitri going haywire a bit. Why is he becoming crazy? Well, I think that's something we might figure out or find out soon as we go further and further into the Blue Lions route. So, until then, thank you for joining me. I shall see you guys next time. Laters.
I look to you.